Hey, folks, thanks for tuning into the BAMF podcast. This is episode dose of our Mask for BAMF, run by Game Master Walter Billiard. How you doing, Walt?
Hello to all the caffeinated people out there.
Hey, and let me introduce the players. Reese is playing Fling. How you doing? Dale is playing Reese, who is codenamed Fling. How you doing, Dale?
Reese and Fling are doing okay. And so is the car because, it's the important part. That nice fastback Mustang of mine.
Sweet. And right to my other side over here, we have Cameron, who is played by Jason, the Wheelman. How you doing, sir?
Doing great. Thanks for asking.
All right. Last but not least, Mr. Jacob Blackman. How you doing, sir?
I am all right.
All righty. So I have to hang on. Quick intro music. People know that we're a high-quality podcast. 1 second. Yes. Just to establish our propers. And so, Walt, do you want to give us a summary of where we were last time?
Yeah. So you guys receive word that a satellite carrying meteorite debris that could be used in all sorts of processing and craziness in and around the high finance world of big business. It loses its orbit and crashes in the desert. BAMF, the Ballistic Action Mission Force, is that is awesome, and I am clipping that right at this time code so I can have that as my next text message. The Ballistic Action Mission Force assembles themselves with a bevy of special agents, except for that kid on the stupid bike, because nobody ever liked him. They roll out to the desert in the various forms and fashions of their superpowered vehicles amidst their rail suits, which are kind of like cyber-enhanced, AI-assisted super suits that give them superpowers. You guys roll out and find the camp of the enemy base. You kind of get in all stealthily, and then all hell breaks loose when you find the meteors and a bevy of bad guys guarding this place. So, what do you do?
Well, we had taken out some of them last time.
You had taken out some of them.
Some cars had moved in. We had cover.
Yeah, Jacob, I believe you swung around and grabbed part of the meteorite.
I had swung around, grabbed the satellite that was containing the meteors, and I had just been shot at by some of their Ed 209 drones, and used one to shoot the other.
Right,
with my phase beam.
With your phase beam, I love it, man. All right, so you guys are in a Mike. If you want, you can actually share my screen right there, and that'll bring us up and allow us to look at all the wonderfulness. But yeah, you guys have a huge battle going on. So when you guys had engaged the enemy, Phantom, they had all these guys that were like civilian scientists, or you think they're civilian scientists, and just like all civilian scientists, they're just standing there with their hands up going, I don't know. That's a joke, folks. That's a joke. Deep breathing. We'll all get through it together.
So, are you making fun of scientists, Walt? Is that what...
I got a friend who's a scientist, and he used to do that all the time. He would show up to because he would train with us in Kung Fu, and he would show up, and he'd be like, hey, how come this happens? And he'd go, no. We're like, dude, didn't you get a PhD? And he's like, hey, don't rush it. Don't rush it. So you got the bad guy right here, the head bad guy who was called out for reinforcements, and his troopers, which are close by, are providing cover fire. Meanwhile, another masked agent for the bad guy side seems to have appeared and has been doing an assortment of freaky powers, much like you guys. So they must be in rail suits as well. But theirs aren't as good as yours because Murphy spares no expense. So that being said,
quality made in the USA. Look for the union label every time.
Exactly. So I got you guys here. I got you guys here. I got you guys there, and then there, and you have your vehicles on autopilot. Mike, yours was laying down some hate, and one of these somebody actually co-opted one of these vehicles to shoot this one, and this one is roughed up bad.
I thought that was Jacob, right?
Yeah, Jacob took control and roughed it up bad. All right, so you got the satellite here. Jacob, you had swung around in like a Tokyo drift maneuver to try and grab this satellite stuff. Did you? If I believe, the first attempt was not successful.
Yeah, he had not. Nelson had not successfully gotten the satellite yet.
All right. How did you want to play that? So
he's going to try to get the satellite and put it in the car. Just pick the whole thing up, or at least the compartment that has the meteor pieces.
Right on. So you're going to run over there, like get out of the car and run over?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a fearless superhero.
Excellent. We love fearless superheroes. All right. So you're hopping out of the vehicle and running over. This scientist sees you jump out, sees the rail suit, and is like, ah!
Get the hell out of here.
He's like, I'm moving. He's like, I so wish I had packed my lunch full of Capri Sun today. That is an old 80s Saturday morning cartoon joke, folks. If you're not sure, look it up.
Give me your fruit roller.
Please take a temporary competency die for making me laugh due to this cultural reference. So the you get to the satellite. It's pretty messed up. They've got it mostly disassembled, but they haven't quite cracked the core yet. It looks like they've been trying a variety of things. You can see some tool marks. There's some laser burns on the hasp. There's the Capri Sun. Nice. I love it. Yeah, there you go.
Can I use my phase beam to desolidify the compartment around the meteor pieces so I can pull them out?
You could actually release, because it's got like locking clamps that they've also been trying to work at, and the actual collection portion is a big cylinder about yay big, so maybe about maybe about 2 feet tall, about 12 inches round, and it's got like a handle. So if you could just disengage the locking clamps, you can do that. And you want to use your phase beam to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So that gives you a difficulty of 12, so that you can hit the clamps and not hit the cylinder.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that. Give me some dice.
That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 17.
Nice. All right. So with supers, right, every 6 points above what you need is an advance. So you're almost there at an advance, but you managed to desolidify using your phase beam out of your helmet. It blasts in, and you just see, like, you hear that like 1980s synthesizer sound effects things where it's like woo 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 woo, and your clamps desolidify, allowing you to pull the plate.
I grab it and I get back in the car.
Right on. Cameron, what are you doing?
I'm going to take out some minions. I'll use the car's guns instead of my own. All
right, Mike, if you could bring that map back up. Hit the magic button. Yes. All right. So I got your car right there.
Yep.
All right. And you have minions right in your direct line.
That works. Let's go for that one.
All right. Give me some dice.
Okay. So
now, unlike because this is using the search and destroy rule set, normally you take your whatever skill you're using, and then you take the highest 3 of those. Mm-hmm. However, because you are using the vehicle's weapons, these are kind of like heavy weapons. So you're gonna take the entire effect of this.
All right, awesome. All right, so let's see what we get.
All right, and
so 14.
Nice. He is going to try to defend. That's bad. So this cat right here, I assume he's the first one you're shooting in the line of fire?
Yep, that's the guy.
Grape Ape Texas wants to know, is that a mounted 50 cal that you got on that car?
Yes, it is.
Of course it is. Captain Kilgosha showing up. Hey, what's up, Doc? All right, so you your the auto launchers retract, and then you got the barrels pull out. There's a chunk, 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 chunk. You see a huge bevy of dust kick up, and this dude tries to dive out of the way. You tag him in like the bottom of his legs. It spins him around like a top or a helicopter in the air, and he hits the ground with nothing below the knees. Crawling very messily into the little enclosure right here where that one scientist is hiding. That brings us to
How
Dale.
do we get him a medic?
He's going to need it.
All right. Who's next?
Dale.
Oh, sorry, brother. Didn't hear that.
It's all good.
All right. Well, Reese has been kind of sticking himself in the Overwatch position, so he sees Nelson. He saw Nelson go out and grab something off the satellite, so he's going to keep his eye on Nelson in case anyone makes a move on Nelson, and if they do that, then he's going to pin him in the head. A little ear scratch with the rifle. I also have a question as to how autonomous the vehicles are, because I found the vehicle sheet since last week. Yay! And my car has missiles. I love it.
It does.
While I'm watching Nelson, I would like the car to go into its alternate mode as a ram dozer, where I am assuming the turret pops up and the battering ram comes out the front, and it's going to watch the left side of the map for any kind of aggressive machine action in particular. Because now that we know that there's that guy where your pointer is, who is shooting at the other guy in the upper corner, that's like prime bait for a missile as far as I'm concerned.
Well, through your interface on the rail systems that you have, which are the reflex actuated interdiction lines that you guys are using. Lots of cool acronyms here on BAMF mask or MAMF BASC. So
and we're all a little damn.
I got nothing. Go ahead.
You know that Nelson has control of this one right now.
Okay, excellent.
Right. So
same plan with the car. Anything big and mean, it's going to get a missile.
Gotcha. All right. So you're just doing Overwatch now.
Just
this
doing
guy.
Overwatch.
This guy has a direct line to Nelson, and is probably going to nail him.
Oh, he's not the guy who lost his legs? Well, Reese is definitely...
That's this dude right here.
We'll take a shot at that guy then, because that's why we're here.
Okay, go for it.
5 dice, eh? He's pretty good.
Right.
He's a hell of a shooter.
Yep, you're going to go 5 dice and then take your top 3.
4 of those. 2 6s and 2 5s. So give me 2 6s and a 5.
2 6s and a 5. Damn.
12, 17. Sorry, got to add them up.
It's fine. The maths is hard. That's why we had Capri Sun back in the day.
Thank goodness.
He drops a knee, gets into perfect shooter pose. His elbows are tucked tight. His plate carrier is positioned perfectly, and you rail one right into the neck, snapping his head back, and he just falls over flat. Murphy, Mike.
Point out this is a kids show. Can we do headshots?
Well, it's been 30 years, so now it's it's not exactly kid friendly anymore. It's kind of like that Power Rangers reboot that Bat in the Sun did. Mm-hmm. So go for it.
Fair enough. So I took out 1 Ed 209, or is he still alive and kicking?
Yeah, you helped Nelson because you guys both laid fire on it and knocked it over pretty good. Okay. You know that you have the Supreme Commander for Phantom right here. Mm-hmm. And one of his lackeys are here, and even though they at one point stole the designs for your rail armor, and it's not as good. Mm-hmm. They have definitely made some improvements on their own, so they could still be dangerous.
They besmirched my good name using that shoddy overseas manufacturing.
I'm telling you.
Okay, darn you, Elon Musk. Oh, okay. His name's not Elon Musk. Well, it could be, though, couldn't it? That's the beauty of tabletop RPGs. Mm-hmm. All right, so is the red guy me?
You are right there.
I am right there. And my vehicle is?
Big red. So to simulate your van.
Okay, gotcha. Can I have him fire his big gun over there at the Supreme Leader of Phantom?
Absolutely. Go for it.
And that's 5 dice for super weaponry, I believe.
Yes.
So,
So you're in tank mode right now. So you have all sorts of armored plates around you. That is a lot of dice.
it's a lot of dice. Got to reroll. Oh wait, I was rolling 6. With the 6th drop, I got 5. All right, so counting them up: 6, 12, 20.
Nice.
All right. So you swerve the turret toward him, and lay down just an epic burst from the cannon. Right as you're hitting the butterfly trigger, he leans forward and his like little visor shoots out this beam that produces this huge shield, kind of like the Halo bubble shield. Your rounds pop this thing like a balloon, sending him backwards, and he crashes through this wall.
Nice, nice. Hey, can I plug the book real fast, Walt?
Absolutely.
Okay, just figured we should because it's an awfully good book. We're using the Search and Destroy rules. And,
Yes.
You can find those. They're from Stone Mountain Press. It's a silver bestseller on Drive-Thru RPG, and we will have the link in the show notes, and I'll put it up in the comments right now. But
Search and destroy.
it's a fun book, and just look at that beautiful John Gibbons art in the cover.
Oh my god! And he's got his art is all over the place in that book, and it's really evocative, really good. If you go on YouTube, there's a really great video, time lapse video of him doing the car chase. And my favorite part is just like him, like the main character driving in a car chase, but like you can see his eyes in the rear view, and that's just dope.
Sweet. Okay, just want to plug that real fast, and now I'm done.
Look at that price too, like $250. You can't beat that.
Nah,
And
it's
now
really pretty
back
hard.
to Mask.
Yes! Oh my god, that's awesome. Because you used to have that like that what do you call it? That creepy voice guy. You know, he would what do you call it? He'd be like, and now back to Mask.
They're called announcers.
Yeah, well, he was, I don't know, I was like 10. He was creepy voice guy. All right, so now that our announcer has done his job, I'm serious, Jacob. You should definitely do some voice acting, man. That's awesome. Yeah, you knock him back, and now they start opening up, trying to turn the tide, as it were. The lone couple of operators, they throw some hate down at you, Mike. The first one shoots his rifle, and they're these like really bad knockoffs of beam rifles you were developing for NASA.
Okay.
Luckily, NASA didn't buy them, but these guys stole the plans, and they're not very accurate.
Turns out the moon isn't populated after all. So
moon's haunted. I love that meme. So you, the first guy levels a beam at you. It passes right by with a 9. How would you like to defend that?
Let me pull up Murphy's character sheet here and see how I can defend that. I guess athleticism is probably my best bet, right?
If you like, go for it.
Because I got 6 dice for that. So let me fish one more out. Oh wait, is he firing at me or the tank?
He's firing at you.
Okay, so
they know they're not going to do anything for the tank.
All right, there's 8. There's
you're
12.
You're going to take your top 3.
Oh, top 3. All right, gotcha. In that case, I have 12.
All right. So the beam passes harmlessly by you, kind of like draws a molten line on the wall behind you. The next guy, he's shooting at Reese. He does a little bit better. He gets a 12.
He's a punk. So I'll try an athleticism roll to avoid getting hit as well. Oh boy, 5. Pretty
5.
horrible. I think I'm hit.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. So he got a 12. So that's the hit, and then 6 points over the hit. So you have to decide fortitude or reaction. Where do you want this to come from?
That'll be reaction.
All right. So you take 2 dice of damage to your reaction rolls.
Okay.
Right. So that's what do you call it? That handles like your initiative. That's whatever. So what's your normal reaction roll?
Normally it's 5. That would take it down to 3, right? 3
All
or
right.
2. 3.
I love that. That is awesome. Yep. So now when you go to use your reaction, just keep in mind that for the duration of the encounter, you'll be going at 3 dice instead of 5.
Got it marked.
All right. So the beam streaks across, kind of like damaging some of the rail suit, and now you're a little harder to move. Now, as you guys are getting ready to make a final push to get Jacob out of there, from behind you, coming in the cave entrance, you guys hear, and you can see a tractor trailer coming in. The tractor trailer, there's an explosion from behind, and the trailer itself pops off. The whole top of it opens, and then you see this pressure wave underneath it, and it starts hovering. And it's got all sorts of phantom operatives inside. The tractor portion, it drops the smokestacks, and just the entire thing shifts position until it becomes a tank, reminiscent of a much bigger version of Mike's vehicle. And it's going to take a shot at the lead vehicle between the both of you.
We got a great big convoy, folks.
Nice reference. Mike, how is your vehicle going to defend against a 16?
Against a 16. I got 7 dice for armor. That seems like that's probably my best idea.
That's probably your best way, yeah.
Yeah. So let's try that. Top 3.
No, this is for the vehicle, so it's works like a power, so you get to keep all of it.
Okay, cool. We can do that. There's 10. There's 15. There's 21.
All right. You guys hear like a boom. These rounds fly in, just dragging dust along with it. They hit the back of the car, turning the back of Mike's tank, turning it sideways from the impact, loosing a kitten from the bottom of the control compartment.
Stowaway.
Stowaway. There's always a stowaway in these cartoons. All right. And that brings us back to the top of the batting order, which is going to Nelson.
Okay, well, seeing this giant thing come up behind him, Nelson is going to jump into his car and close the doors, purposefully lock it, put the seatbelt on for safety.
Awesome.
You
It is
too,
kid
you
show.
take kids.
Then he's going to make donuts to create a smoke screen, and
Oh, nice.
And then proceed towards his friends.
Okay, so you're gonna make this place super dusty.
Yes.
All right, give me a driving roll or vehicle roll. So you got vehicles at 3D, or you can use the vehicles. Let's see. You could use the vehicles super running at 5D to do that.
I will do that with the super one.
All right, 5D. You get to keep all of it because it works just like a power.
It is total of 20.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. All right, so that's 3.5. All right, so you guys see Nelson hop in his car, and he starts doing donuts around that where that little what do you call it? Where the satellite table was, and he's just kicking up a mountain of dust. What do you guys do?
I'm going to jump in my car.
All right, Cameron, you're hopping in?
Yep.
All right. Murphy?
Good question. Sorry, I had to deal with a small feline emergency.
It happens.
Can you catch me up in a tactical situation real fast so I can make a smart decision and not just say I shoot the big guy?
The big guys have unleashed a giant tank truck hover thing at us.
Yeah, that actually shot me. Fuck it, I'm going to shoot that.
Do it.
And let's see, how many dice do I have to roll? Super weaponry was 6 dice, I think.
Let's see. For yours, I have you right here. Thankfully, we have the technology.
5D.
Yeah, I believe you have a 5D heavy guns.
You gonna keep them or just the top 3?
Now, just keep in mind too, you have your guns fire a projectile, so you can create area effects, and yours has an extra effect versus armor.
Well,
right?
Let's do that.
All right, so you're going to be obviously you're going tank to tank, so there's armor involved. So now you're dishing out 7D.
7D. All right, I got 5 that I just rolled. Adding 2 more. Oh, okay. That was a 1 and a 6. All right, so my initial roll would be a 10, 12, 17 plus 7 for a total of 24.
Dear God, on the tank.
On the tank.
Let's see what he's gonna do. 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh crap, that's a lot of 1s.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Oh my God. So this thing is like, trucking along. You can see a dude in the back on a big turret. He's got the smokestacks down, which are actually acting as guns. You drop around into the middle of this. It blows one of the, because the tires have sunk in, and it's produced treads. So it blows one of the treads clean off, causing the vehicle to spin. And the kind of like the hover trailer behind it, skids to try and avoid it. But because it's on like a gravity kind of deal, it's not really getting like the traction of like going Tokyo Drift like Nelson did. It's more acting like a hover car, and it just kind of like dink, and you see all the people on the inside fall over. All right, that goes to Reese.
Anything left of the big truck?
It's still there, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Reese was pretty inspired by Nelson's donut, so he's going to have the Mustang in it's in its rammy mode. Pull a very fast 180 and pop that turret and lob a missile or 2 into the truck.
Oh, nice. All right, give me a hit.
Oh, yeah, right. Super weapon for 5D, it says. Well, that's not good. That's not good. Wow, that's really bad. I'm going to use dumb luck and re-roll that if I can.
I love that.
Because it's even worse than my last roll, if you can imagine. And where the man may fail, the car shall not.
Nice.
Except when you roll 3 1s. So I got a 9. It's really miserable. 9 on the poor car.
On the for the micro missiles?
Yeah.
All right, so they fly out. Let's see what he does. Of course, my dogs are going bam-nanas right now.
Well, they love missiles. Who doesn't?
Yep. The lone tread manages to spin the truck backwards, and you drop a huge crater in the middle of where this thing was a second ago.
Dang. But there's next round.
Yep. So now, and the rear axle falls off. Sanokin says, "You ain't lying, bro." Excuse me. All right. The lone kind of like phantom operative that was kind of off to the side. She's like watching Jacob doing donuts. She takes her like visor and activates the ignition switch on her visor. Jacob, your car kind of lights up like a Christmas tree, but like almost like Tron. It's outlined in all these glowing accents. She reaches under her coat and takes out this small thing that looks like a carbine rifle. And oh boy, dogs are going crazy now. She lobs. You hear like from outside. You hear like a thump. And then the dog goes crazy. Let's see. Can you defend against a 15, sir, as what looks like a 40 millimeter grenade comes out the front of that barrel?
No, sir. I don't like it. Wow. Let's see. I'm in the car, so I can't use my phase beam.
You can stick your head out the window to use the phase beam.
Yeah, I want to use the phase beam to make the grenade sink into the floor.
So it just passes through.
So yeah, so it just goes into the floor.
All right. So you got to get a 15 or higher to do that.
I don't think that will be too much of an issue. I got a 21.
So she's like, boom, and you just shoot this beam out. Once again, the cool 1980s as the beam engulfs the grenade on its way to the to target. As it hits, it passes right through the ground, and as you're still doing donuts, there's like a and the back of your car lifts a little bit from the explosion, but after that, you're just spinning around as normal.
And this guy's supposed to be trained by face for it.
And she can't see it because he's wearing a mask, but he has the attractive advantage. He gives her a wink. Next time.
Nice. You gonna take your helmet off to flash that wink, or you gonna
Oh yeah.
So you kind of lift up and wink.
Yeah.
She flips you off.
That's totally legit.
No taste.
Cameron.
All right, Cameron's gonna start driving backwards out of the cave while shooting the big truck.
All right, go for it.
So, what does this split action do?
It allows you to do two things at once. So you're going to split your dice across the action. So, like for example, let's see, we have I have Cameron somewhere. All right. So, what's your super attack?
It's weapon 3, 3D boost, extra effect versus armors boost, split action 2.
All right. So, say you wanted to hit the tractor and the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So they're both armored targets. So you would be doing 5D instead of 3D because you have an extra effect versus armor. You could take that 5D and split it amongst the two targets. So you could do like 3D against the tractor and 2D against the trailer.
Okay. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So give me the 3D against the tractor first. So the 3D on the tank.
Okay, so that's going to be a 9.
All right. He's going to use his armor, which is one less. All right. So the first round sails out. It's like cha-chunk. There's like a you can almost feel your fillings rattle when you fire this thing off. It hits the side in like a big. It's almost like hitting a gong, right? You hear like a bong. You see the thing rattle, but the armor seems to hold. What's the 2D against the trailer?
11.
11. That is not an 11. The next round, as you split it, so you're kind of like traversing the cannon. The first round goes into the tank. The next round blasts through the armored side of the troop carrier. Igniting one of the box magazines on the gun and blowing several of the guys off the trailer.
Wow!
It brings us to Reese.
Going to lob a couple of missiles in again.
All right.
And I think I botched the last time. You said because it's because of the weapons, it uses all the dice instead of just the top 3.
Correct.
Okay, well, let's do it properly this time then. 12, 16, 19 for a 20.
Nice. You're going against the tank?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it looks like, Jacob, you have a fan in the comments.
All right. And I'm sorry, what was the missile strike?
12, 16, 20.
Oh, 20, right? Oh,
20.
God.
Yeah.
And it's against the tank, which he is now another armor less. Oh, that is not a 20. So you get a hit and a raise. So, or an advance, or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you blow straight through the cabin. You see like a bunch of smoke and fire come out the back of this thing.
I like
the
that.
guy jumps out. He's wearing a rail suit as well. He jumps out, and for some reason, a parachute activates because
Sorry,
1980s cartoon. So yeah, he hits the dirt, and then the truck just detonates. There's a mushroom cloud 100 feet high and like 50 yards wide as this thing just like explodes in place. The dude that hit the ground gets blasted from his feet and lands in the middle of the grav carrier. And the grav carrier starts spinning around from the impact. Murphy. No sound from Murphy.
Sorry, I'm back now. So the tank has been taken out?
Yes.
All right. Who is left? Or is it time for us to make our escape?
You got the Phantom Commander who is somewhere, and then you got that girl that just shot a grenade at Nelson.
Do I have eyes on her?
Yes, but you'd have to back up to hit her. She's behind a wall.
She's behind a wall.
Yeah.
Can I shoot through the wall?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I do have a tank. That seems to be the smartest thing to do. So.
Hell yeah. If you want, you can go ahead and share the screen.
Yep. Okay, so 6 dice for super weaponry.
Yes.
Should I go for area effect because I'm shooting through a physical feature, or just regular 6 dice?
You could go for area effect. She has other people near her.
Okay.
She's right here.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm shooting through the the temporary building they have there. All right. 6 die. Or do I add more for area effect?
Nope. 6D, and then it just means that all these people right here are going to get caught in the effect.
It's unfortunate.
That's I feel awful. Wait a second. I don't feel so bad anymore. I got over it. All right. Hang on just a second. 3, 6. There's another. That's 12. And 12 plus 4, 16 plus 5, 21.
Sweet. He's gone to get the dog-shaped missiles for your next round.
Okay. The Malinois-shaped explosives.
Just want to point out that at least one of us appreciates your brief, moral check there on that particular action.
Sorry about that. I had
nice.
new dog doing stupid dog tricks.
You have a new dog?
I do.
Go on TV.
She's kind of shy, and right now she's begging for forgiveness
Okay.
because she just ate a food scoop. How she got it, I don't know.
Yeah, I had to spend 7 hours in the ER last month when my dog ate a tennis ball. So I'm there with you. Yeah.
So so she the woman gets caught in the blast and gets blown back into this drone right here.
Mm-hmm.
These guys get eviscerated.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, Jacob, which is right here, he just manages to miss the explosion because he's still causing a dirt tornado going on. That brings us to them. The Phantom guy is still kind of up. He shoots through this opening, hits her with the beam from his helmet, and she disappears.
He's shooting his own people.
Invisibility ray?
That's what it appears. And then he drops, as he does that, he drops 2 grenades that start spitting smoke of his own.
Okay, I don't know what to make of that. Anybody else have a guess?
I think we should GTFO.
All right. I think Nelson probably has a smart idea there.
All right, so you guys mount up and start driving out of the cave.
Yeah, I forget the catchphrase from Mask, but yes, that's the idea.
So, who's got the ram?
I do. Fling It is even pointed towards the tank thing, and I was just thinking I'd be happy to lead the way, using the battering ram to scatter any kind of debris out of our path.
Nice. All right, so you take the lead. You ram into the tank, just causing it to spin further, and you drive right under the grav car. Do you guys engage any alternate modes, flight or anything like that, or do you guys go back to normal vehicle configuration to get out of Dodge?
I'm gonna stay in tank mode, and I'll bring up the rear.
Gotcha.
I'm in jet.
You're gonna jet?
Yep.
All right. So, so your doors fold down, the wings come out, and the back the brake lights come up, revealing two high-powered thrusters. There's a gravity bounce that kind of pushes the car off the ground, and the engines ignite, and you take to the sky.
Sweet.
As Cameron goes zipping by, you might hear Reese on the radio. So, go wing doors. I get it now.
You, as you guys are driving away, Murphy, you get a ping on Facebook.
Oh, okay. What's it say?
It's from the Phantom Commander.
Okay.
He says, "You might have succeeded this time, but next time you will not stand in our way." And then he draws like a bunch of poop emojis.
He seemed like more of a Twitter guy, but all right.
I give it the thumbs down.
You give him the thumbs down. I'll see you next time, Elon Musk.
Thumbs down.
And that's where the curtain closes as you guys fly off into the sunset, playing a little bit of Mask, the Supers edition. What'd you guys think?
Had a good time. Did you guys have a good time?
Oh yeah. It was awesome.
Much better the second time around, having found the car page and figuring all that out. So yeah, I like having the vehicle as like a super immune kind of gun you can point at people.
Oh yeah. Well, not super immune. You guys did blow up a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's the intro. But yeah, it was a fun cartoon, and I thought doing a quick update of Mask for the Super System would be super easy with the Search and Destroy rule set that Gary Brown did, just because his rules really take it down to that like gritty level. So I mean, you could do G.I. Joe, you could do Mask, any of those like properties you can really do well with this. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it really makes it sing. The Super's rule set sing with those rule sets in place.
And it's a lot more dangerous too, because instead of saying, unless there's a specific reason why, most of your damage comes from your from physical weapons will come from your fortitude or your reaction. So, there's because a lot of times, like you can do like, if you were squaring off against the Punisher and he dumped a belt of ammunition at you, you could say, I take a point of damage off of my willpower because I'm not sticking my head up and attacking this dude again. Whereas you kind of need to justify that a little bit more in Search and Destroy because it does make the game a little more lethal. And when you have things like threat bonuses that are attached to all the weapons, and you start using those, it really makes it kind of creepy. Because, like for example, a 2D weapon, or excuse me, your 3D shooting. If you're a really good shot, and the weapon you're using is like a 50 cal Desert Eagle, and it's got like a +2 threat bonus. That means for every die you roll, you give yourself 2 more points.
Wow.
Yeah. So with the 3D6 kind of model, it's buy me a coffee. With the 3D6 model, it really makes it a lot more dangerous. You can get a little more trouble. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you.
That's a lot of fun. So I guess we need to figure out what we're gonna play next week.
Actually, Jason had something he was willing to try.
What's that, Jason?
I was saying Forbidden Land, if you guys are up for it.
I've never heard of it, but yeah, sure.
Neither have I.
The rules, and I'm good. What's the setting?
It's it's kind of old school esque. It's not an old school game, but it has the look and feel of the old school game. So should be a lot of fun.
All right, cool. Can I play a bard?
I'll have to look. You don't play heroes. You play like mercenary types in this. This is not a hero type of game. This is like I'm out for gold and glory kind of thing.
That sounds like old school D&D. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, send us an email. Let's figure it out. We'll get going for next week.
Awesome.
Right on.
Right on.
All right, and let me play the contractually mandated outro music. 1 second. This time Dale was dancing and Jacob was completely still. Usually it's
If you enjoy content like this, please support the BAMF Patreon.
or buy us a coffee.
It's really funny because Sanokin in the Twitch chat just said, "I want to see Walt play a My Little Pony RPG
With laser pistols, no doubt.
Thanks for watching, Sean.
If I had adventure ideas, I would totally run a Pony Finder or My Little Pony RPG. But I don't have adventure ideas.
Oh,
And I draw all your ponies too.
Nice. So a friend of the podcast who is also contracted Jacob to do some kick-ass covers, Kayleen Williams. She is a host over at Keystroke Medium. She has a series coming out with longtime friend and really cool dude, former Marine Bill Frisbee, called Marines Luck and Oorah, which is a combination of Warhammer 40K and My Little Pony.
There's a mix-up for you.
Let's see if we can get Kayleen. If you're watching, let's see if we can get you into this. That would be dope.
I have thoughts about that, but we're at the top of the hour. So we should probably just thank everybody for watching. And we got the links for Forbidden Lands. Cool. I will send those out to everybody via email. Thank you, Jason. So,
Sweet.
all right, cool. Thanks for watching the BAMF podcast. We'll be back. Same BAMF time, same BAMF channel next week. Take care.